Hey, Blissful Eternity family, how are you guys doing? Did you know that any parents that will ever say to a child that if you don't go to school you will suffer or you shall not be successful, that parent is riding on the shoulders of forgetfulness. Seriously, it's closer to what you call death, what you know as death. How can you tell your child without going to sit in the classroom for over 20 years before you will be able to work for money? If it doesn't go through the system of education, you will not succeed in life. You will suffer in life. You will not know what is success. Yeah, man. How can this be? It shows that when they say you are educated, it's not about sitting in that classroom. The concept that has been created to make you a slave, to make you and I, is a system that has been created to create slaves. But what do you go to school for? I'm asking you, what do you go to school for? For money. And what will you do to get the money? You have to work. What kind of work are you going to do? Is it a work that rewards you or a work that pays you? So you see where I'm coming from now. You go to school just to work and be paid and use the money to pay bills. What kind of bills do you pay? Internet bills. Who is the owner of the internet company? You understand? It's an industry. It's part of an industry, or it's an industry that's how do you call it? You need to be trained. You have to pay for the knowledge to apply. Education, as we know, it's not for free, and you will pay to have it for years. Then you come and work for the money that you paid with to pay for using it. So I disagree with those parents that say what if you don't sit in the class to be trained, you'll be poor. They are sleeping. They are not living. What kind of advice is this? Or what kind of statements? What kind of thing is this? In life, here, what you have to seek to do is what, when you do it, it blesses you with energy. That's what you are here to do. Doing something that you love to do, I'm talking about the love that the mainstream message or the mainstream education has talked about. Not that love. I'm talking about that divine love that you alone can experience and talk about it. And it's different from what has been said on the mainstream agenda. The concept, what the concept is teaching in the classroom. That's not that love I'm talking about. You shall be blessed. You bless yourself. How can you go to school for years just to sit in an office just the way you sat in the school? Do something, working for money that you are not happy doing. You are not happy doing the work you are doing. So you are just spending your energy. You're giving out your energy for money. But energy must attract energy of its kind. The vibrationally, the frequency that money runs is different from the energy that you give. You get me? So we have to Let make it short. We have to find what we can do. When we are being, it brings us to a level of ourselves that become obvious that this is a natural potential. That's what we have to aim at. If you can be taught in the classroom, well, but it will manifest without that. It will manifest. It will come because it's something that runs through you. Your natural potential is within you. It's part of you. As you eat, you drink water, and you breathe the air. It's been always activating because that's what you think about of doing all the time. That when you get opportunity, when you do, you don't get tired. Now what I'm doing now, when you give me the whole year, I will just be like that. It will flow because I am the source and the source is me. And the source is an ocean of knowledge. And that's who we are. You see, the classroom education will teach you what to make you what you are. What you've been taught. It has really made you what you are now. But there's a life that will bring you to your awareness. And you will know who you are. You will know who you are. What you are will become like a spectator, and it will see who you are is being, and it will not understand. Well, it's two different worlds, and those worlds vibrationally runs on two different frequencies. This is a lifestyle that will bring you to an awareness of peace, joy, total bliss. That is not different from you, who you are. Because of the classroom education, we have been taken from who we are and been made to be what we are. That's the aim of the classroom education. What you are being taught from that period of you graduating to have your PhD, whatever thing, it has programmed you. It has programmed you to be the system, to make sure the system runs. It has programmed you to make sure the system runs, and you are being paid to do that. The funny part is you are a role model to a lot of young people coming up because of you've gotten the highest of all education. You see the mentality. It's not something to talk about. Yes, because who understand this? That school system was created to make you a slave. You work from when you start work until the age of 65. What is left? And guess what? The job you did for that number of years until that age of 65 before going on pension, you never love it. Because if you love it, you never come on pension. The potential that is bursting forth, you die being the potential. You die being the potential. How can you call yourself a musician and say you are going retirement? How can you say you are a teacher of truth and you say you've gone on pension? Guess what? So most of the reverend ministers, they go on pension, they go on retirement. Most of the reverend ministers. And old, if that is your passion, if that's what you are here to do, old age doesn't give respect to that. Old age will give way for that manifestation of your potential to burst forth. You will do it while dying. So if you are a reverend minister or a teacher of the law, and you are doing the work of God in the church, and you are being paid every month, and the constitution, when it comes to the labor law, is also observing you. You understand? Because you are paying tax, you one day go on pension. But if you've come here to be the teacher of love and truth, and you are doing the work, you don't need to be paid. You don't need to be paid. Because being it, you don't even do it because it's not you. Being the manifestation of that potential rewards you. Rewards you. How can you how do you call it? A musician will sing and sing and sing and sing and sing and enjoy himself on stage. Then afterwards, he's being paid a lot of money. So you realize that when you practice the natural potential at a level that it touches the hearts of men, men will pay your bills for you. I'm surprised that I'm running on a low battery. I have to let me see what I can do. This is how I do my video, man. Let me see what I can do. Maybe I have to connect to the computer quickly to see what's happening. Yeah, but she didn't go off. I wish I would end here, but there's a solution. Let's see. Okay, it just popped up. So it shows that it's charging. So let's go ahead. So what are we talking about here? You go to school to work and be paid. If your skill, it's your passion, look at it, it's a wonderful thing. It's your profession. It's really what you are here to do. You'll never wait to be called to work in the company before you start doing it. You will never wait. Natural abilities showed right at the baby level. Right at the baby level, it shows. So my people, don't be telling your children that when they don't go to school, the school rather is going to kill the potential. The school will kill that potential. Well, I'm into IT. When I was a bit younger, I really enjoyed. I thought that was my potential. I thought that's it, because I can be on it and I feel the way I want. I feel good. You understand? Doing my work. But as I grew, I realized that this job is not for older people like me. Anyway, I'm not too old though, but I feel like, I think there are so many things happening now, and the youth have taken over. You understand? The youth they are doing well. They are doing well. But if it's really my passion, I will never think of. I would just be being. I would just be flowing. I would just be doing it. Whether but now I'm having excuses. I'm making a lot of excuses just for me to exit, because it's not my passion, which I've just realized. But there's something I do that makes me feel that I'm alive, and that's what I'm doing, sharing the truth. But all that I've said or I'm saying, bear in mind that the minute you give to what that I'm saying it's your awareness. It's coming from your awareness. So don't allow your awareness to throw lights on aspect of your mind that will give you meaning, which will be far from what I'm talking about. What I'm saying is, slaves are made. In fact, look at the school system. How can we sit down here and the system of education wasn't programmed by my people? I can't get it. The system of education in Africa, most of the African countries, well, maybe all, where I'm coming from, Ghana, if you are, I'm in Liberia, their school system, the education system has nothing to do with the people. They are making you a different person. When you look at the structure of the courses, it's nothing but making you what they want you to be. So how can such society survive? Regardless of our traditions and culture, regardless of in general our way of life is not there. I'm talking about what people practice, not what you do at the basic and social studies, cultural studies. That will talk a bit about that. Are you going to practice that after you are through education? No. So I'm talking about what you practice. My brothers and sisters, kings and queens, seriously, I'm not saying don't send your children to school. Well, if you're in the position to do that, then do it. If you're in the position to do that, do it. It's your decision. And you must be aware, you must know the kind of information you give to your children when they are home with you. Spending 8 hours at school, children. And you yourself, when you go to work, how many hours you spend? 8 hours, majority of us. 8 hours, right? So you started the 8 hours thing long ago. So now children, they spend longer hours now. And when they're on vacation, we have to pay another money again for them to go make heaven. They're so busy. The business is booming. The business is booming. Anyway, that's just by the way, my people. I just passed by to just chip in this. Just think about it. Think about it. Don't throw it out. Okay, you put aside if you are busy, but when you become less busy, just pick it up and see what's happening. It is real, something not to talk about. But your minds might be open to these things. Your minds might be open to these things. And we are looking at it's just an opportunity that the universe will bring us to, and we will make other people aware of what's happening. We're waiting for that. As I said, before a tree becomes a tree, the seed must die. So we are still on the process. We are still waiting. Yes, because you are your own teacher, so you must have time. The what is needed is the time. You must have time to be alone and really be in the moment. Have time to be in the moment. Make the moment to be in the moment. I think this is how I have to say it. Yeah. So just by the way, I just passed what I said. My name is Asafo Acheni Yeboah. It's just a concern, just a concern. As I said, just a concern because I don't understand. I was a victim, but now I don't go there because my friends were telling me, Charlie, if I've gotten what they're thinking about, then that is going to be very serious. I said, oh, if I've gotten what they're thinking about, I'll be deeply brainwashed. God, the small one against self, it wasn't easy. In fact, if I have to find this path, I wouldn't have seen it. But thank God, I'm so grateful that the path is found me. So I'm just keeping to my peace. Don't worry. That just, as I said, I just passed by to say hi. And then I'm just looking at your comments. Just as Isaac Yeboah, rest in peace as we experience the blossom love of the divine. And people are shaking here and there. Anyway, just by the way, we'll talk about that. Death is not there. I'm not going to die. The death you think about, no, that's not what I was talking about. It's something serious. It's something serious. So we'll meet at the other side. Thanks. Peace.